Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Welcome.
Mayor, councilors. My name is Jenny Davies. I'm the Public and Environmental Health Director for a national environmental education nonprofit. I have an MD and a Master's in Public Health. I'm also a licensed attorney with a JD in Environmental Law. Noise is defined in the public health literature as unwanted and/or harmful sound. Suburban noise is an environmental stressor and a public health problem. I first want to distinguish environmental noise from occupational noise. There's a little confusion in that area. Occupational noise, of course, is generated in a workplace. It can cause hearing loss, and for that reason is regulated by OSHA. Environmental noise is generated from outdoor activities, and unlike occupational noise, environmental noise causes health harms even at low sound levels. This is because it is chronic, persistent, and repetitive and triggers the body's stress response. Environmental noise is linked to high blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and premature death. It also leads to cognitive impairment, disruption in sleep, irritability, depression, anxiety, exhaustion, and worsening of any pre-existing mental health vulnerabilities, and we all have them. Factors which increase the likelihood of harm are high pitch and the inability of the listener to control the noise. This is especially likely when environmental noise intrudes into a person's home because a person has an expectation of privacy in their home and an expectation that they can create a peaceful and quiet environment and an expectation that they can control that environment. So when environmental noise is chronic, persistent, and repetitive, it triggers the body's stress responses. This means the release of stress hormones and the activation of the sympathetic nervous system known as the fight or flight response. Now, this stress response network is not designed to be kept at high alert for long periods of time. It's an emergency network, so when it is activated repeatedly over such long periods of time, you get a chain reaction and harmful effects such as high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, damage to the internal lining of the blood vessels, and as I described, heart attack, stroke, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and more. So it is the chronic, persistent, repetitive nature of environmental noise in combination with the noise level that causes the harm. And for this reason, governmental entities have begun to regulate environmental noise. Pickleball noise is high-pitched, measured at 70 decibels at 100 feet and 64 decibels at 200 feet. Europe and WHO recommend keeping daytime environmental noise levels under an average 50 to 55 decibels and the peak noise under 65 to 70 decibels. Oregon DEQ for industrial and commercial noise sources, nothing for recreational noise sources, but gives a framework, caps average daytime noise at 55 and peak
Davies, I'm
noise
so
at
sorry.
75.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks.
Thank you.